with coverage you can count on. Now your First Warn 5 forecast with meteorologist Bryan Bachman.
Good morning, everyone. Very happy Sunday to you. And if you like yesterday's weather, well, we figured we'd do it all over again on our Sunday. Unfortunately, that does include the fog out there this morning, but that'll quickly burn off once we get the sun to really kind of come up and work its magic, and we're going to be off and running to another beautiful late summer afternoon. More on that in just a moment. First, a look at how things are shaping up currently on your First Warn 5 pinpoint Doppler radar. And you can see here around the region, we are dry, no wet weather. The only real showers in our immediate vicinity. As you can see, there's really only one little green blip well to our west coming in off of the shores of Lake Michigan today. So far, so good. A little closer to home here. A great morning commute along the I-75 corridor. It's all dry. I-69 as well. Of course, as we mentioned, watch out for that fog. It could cause some very localized areas where the visibility drops quickly. Same holds true in areas off to the north, but as is the case with the rest of us, it is dry, so enjoy it out there this morning. A beautiful one taking shape. Looking outside right now over downtown Bay City, you can see a little bit of that fog in the distance there, but overall not too thick, at least in that immediate vicinity. Current temperature at 63 degrees with the dew points down a couple of degrees, so we took a little bit of that stickiness out of the air at about 61, and we still have that east to northeast wind at about 6 miles per hour. Here's how the temperatures shape up around the rest of the region. And we got temperatures generally in the mid-60s in most locations. 67, a mild start to the day for you in Port Hope. You're waking up to 64 degrees in Alma this morning, 61 in Owasso, and some middle 60s off to the north at Houghton Lake, where it's 64 early on this Sunday morning. Here's a look at the dew points again, and basically, as we saw in Bay City, everybody down at least a few degrees. This trend will be a little bit briefly short-lived, that is. As we head into the day tomorrow, we'll see some increased levels of humidity, and it's also going to come with the price of some increased heat levels, which we'll see coming up shortly. On your First Warn 5 Sky Tracker today, there's that high, thin deck of clouds that rolled in yesterday evening, and it broke up from time to time, but you can see overall we didn't really lose it entirely. Same setup as what we did see yesterday. We have a zone of high pressure sitting just to our north and another larger and stronger ridge of high pressure sitting to our south and west. This high is essentially kind of what's eating away at a lot of the precipitation that's trying to move in along that stalled frontal boundary. This one is going to be the one that's responsible for the warm-up as it slides into the picture. It's got a tremendous pool of very hot and muggy air over the central United States. And what it's going to do is just force all of that up into the region, looks like for Monday and a good portion of our Tuesday. So on your First Warn 5 hour-by-hour forecast, tries to bring in an isolated shower or two if that chance does exist. It looks like it's for areas around Mount Pleasant and Alma today. Most of tomorrow is dry, but our attention will turn tomorrow night for the possibility of some showers and thunderstorms to kind of push back into the region along that advancing storm system. But for today, looking pretty good. Partly to mostly sunny. After that patchy fog burns off, temp of 81, and then crank up the heat and, well, get those air conditioners ready for tomorrow. 89 degrees, hot and muggy, and maybe the chance of a late day shower or thunderstorm. A little bit unsettled for the midsection of the week. Labor Day weekend, though, looking like it might be off to a pretty good start.
And it's really the last week before most students head back to school.
It's true, so at least they're getting one real good taste of summer before,
exactly.
before they go back.
Just in time. All right, thanks, Brian.